Okay, here we are, diagnostic video of this little 40 horse Johnson. First things first, we always check the compression and the spark. We had good compression and good spark. What was the compression ratio?
140, 150.
140 and 150. Starters make a lot of noise, original equipment, but it works. I would replace it. First thing we noticed was the fuel line is collapsing internally, right? And the primer bulb is no good. This fuel line is also bad. This fuel line going to the tank is also bad. The fuel in the tank appears to be very old, but it has some mix oil in it. Your manifold kit here is having a bit of a problem. This hose is kinked. That's not allowing fuel. Actually, believe it or not, even though it's kinked, it's allowing some fuel to get to this carburetor. And we started the engine. We ran our own fuel line from here to the tank, and we purged it and pumped it, and we can see the choke valve is working. We got gas inside there. We tested that prior, which is this valve here is working. And we started the engine. Of course, the water pump doesn't pump very well. And we found this idle mixture screw at 1/4 of a turn. But let's see, this carburetor is not getting any fuel, which means the needle and seat inside is stuck from old gas. And that one, I don't know if you can see it, it's full of nasty oily gunk, right? So it's going to be carburetor rebuilds or take apart and clean. Hopefully they don't need any parts, but not a big deal even if they do. Back around here, that's my fault, that's leaking. This manifold system here is still got the T-fitting that's hooked to the oil line. So we want to get rid of that T-fitting and just run a line from here straight to this, and then we want to replace these hoses in a fashion to where, you know, nothing's kinking and the hoses are good quality and ready to go for some time. We'll use some fuel line and not this Tygon hose. Also, we noticed we got trim oil all over here. The trim is trying to work, but of course it's out of oil. Suspect the seals are bad on the trim unit only, and we could test that by lifting the engine, put some oil in it, and see if the trim works. Even if it leaks, it may just need some trim seals. The steering cable is bad. You can physically see that it's bad, but the steering is so difficult to turn that it's, you know, it's pretty dangerous. I mean, you can't hardly turn the damn wheel. So, you know, that should be corrected. The control cable seemed to be working okay. Key switch is working okay. And we haven't checked the gear oil in the lower unit to see if it's milky or not, but we definitely want to drain that fuel tank, what's left of it. There's not much in there, very little bit in the bottom. You know, about 2 inches of fuel down the bottom of that thing. Replace these fuel lines, pull those carbs off, replace that water pump at minimum, and go from there. Anyway, did I cover everything? Pretty much. So that's where we are right now.